we're back. It's Wednesday. I'm Teacher Tony, and this is BSA Live, and we got a special day. It's Ella Grace's birthday. Woohoo! So we're going to break tradition. Why don't we together sing her happy birthday? We'll start the day off. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Everyone turn your mics on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear, whoever you are. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Yes.
Ella Grace, happy birthday. Big round of applause.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was the best performance I've heard in my life.
From an acting school, that was pretty bad. I think I'll blame it on Zoom. How you feel? 12 years old. You having fun?
What was that?
How do you feel at 12 years old? You feel like a whole nother year older?
I don't feel a year older. I just feel more tall, if that makes sense.
I wish I was 12.
So Kevin Gallagher joined us. Welcome back, Kevin. I know you've been out there living your life and trying to avoid COVID, and there's all sorts of things that you're dealing with. But before we go to Kevin, let's play a little teaser of what Kevin did with Dane Cook a while back. So do you have that link, Kendall? Let's screen share, and it's the Kevin Gallagher link. We didn't get a chance to share that last time you were with us, Kevin. So back. So we'll go to the screen share. Kendall's our stage director and our lovely actress. We've got a bunch of wonderful actors tonight that are going to showcase. And then we're going to let Holden go early. Holden's doing some networking today, but we just want to get this first part off. Holden, we really appreciate you being here. So this is Kevin Gallagher, and Kendall's going to share. She's mastering our links. There we go, right there, Kevin Gallagher. He did a wonderful thing here with Dane Cook, and you're going to see what it is. There you go. The pirate. Arr.
Arr.
Teen Choice 2006. Oh,
hold on 1 second. Hello, Bobino, what's up, man? No, just heading to Teen Choice on a big fake boat. What's going on? What? When? Cookout. Full speed ahead. We've got to get there fast.
why?
Because Wilmer Balderrama is already there, and if we don't hurry, he's going to get all the booty.
We'll never make it. It takes forever to park a pirate ship.
Who said anything about parking? There's my treasure, boys!
Big round of applause for Kevin Gallagher as the infamous pirate with Dane Cook. Kevin, man, every time I see that, I forget how big of a deal that was. I mean, that's a big deal. How did you get the part?
I went and I auditioned, mate.
The traditional
you know
way.
what? You want to know what I went down there. There's all kinds of pirates there. And there was this little guy with black glasses working. We were told to just ignore him. He had no other place to work. I knew who he was.
Right.
And Choice two.
A little technical difficulties with sound. So Kevin, your sound's a little off, but that's okay. So I read lips. And so what I hear you saying is that you knew who was the right person, and you played your cards right, and you auditioned, and obviously you're the best pirate there is. So there's no question they were lucky to have you. But you just didn't. Let's see if we got your sound back.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Can you? Okay. It was around this first line, Teen Choice 2006 ho. And everyone was trying whatever they could do with it. And they go, one guy had a real Teen Choice 2006 ho. You know, they're reading it like that. And I knew they wanted a Disney pirate because Pirates of the Caribbean was going to win that year. So, Teen Choice 2006. Oh! And that got it for me.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
being different and being smart, that's how we do it. Well, Kevin, we're happy you're here. And this will be a short show. We have a couple showcases. And all of our kids are working. You know, they have things that they have to do. Ella has her birthday. She's 3 hours ahead of us on the East Coast. So we're just happy all you guys are here. We're getting close to the holidays, so it's going to be a little spotty here for the rest of the year. But come 2021, we've got some big stuff in the works. We've got a magazine coming out. We've got a TV show coming out. We've got some reality shows coming out. We've got the stage going back, hopefully physically to a stage, working with Adrian Carr as a director. So a lot of great things in 2021. So you guys stay tuned. Share our links at the BSA Live with everybody. And real quick, Kevin, I got to get into the show.
At some point, I don't know about tonight, but at some point, I've been really rehearsing some Kipling stuff. And like Gunga did, the learning method, and a lot of fun with it. So at some point, I'd like to share some of it with you.
I would be honored. We got to get your sound working better, but if we can get that technical thing going, I would love to have you showcase in front of our young rising stars. So Holden,
it's been okay in the past, so I don't know what's going on tonight.
Yeah, that's okay. So Holden, do you want to read your what you're working on? I know it's probably not memorized. You did it last week, but you want to just read it for us, and then you can jump off and do your networking with your brother and do what we do to get more work in this business. Is that something you could do for us?
I could read it.
Yeah, just read it. It's funny. Just read it line on line on line.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. I could read it, but at the time I didn't have a pencil, so I didn't write down the notes that were given to me. So
that's okay.
So what? Could you briefly? Do you remember the notes? I know I won't need to go faster.
Just line on line on line. Have more fun, bigger, louder, fun, fast, expressive, in the spirit of fun, comedy. So just have fun. Just go faster.
Okay. All right. And
the last note was when you say death, you got to kind of slip death in, like you don't want them to really hear you say that, and death, and then move on.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the joke. Okay. And then we've got Kevin and Adrian watching you, and then we'll give you a little critique, and then you can go back off and do what you were doing. We're just
all righty.
All right, everybody, Holden. Let's give him a big round of applause. Let's give him the stage, Kendall. We're going to give him the stage. Everyone, mute your mics. Mute your mics.
There we go. All right. Diarrhea, weight gain, weight loss, nose bleeding, ear bleeding, anal bleeding, anything bleeding, vomiting, exhaustion, headaches, chest pains, rapid balding, back scratching, butt scratching, anything scratching, sweaty armpits, bad breath, mouth sores, extreme fits of intelligence, not good. Jelly toes, wait, what are jelly toes? Oh. Okay. Random bumps, random bruises, random randomness, anything random, and death. As a side note, if you begin staring into the air for long periods of time for no apparent reason whatsoever, you have 1 hour to live and must immediately consult with your doctor. If you begin crapping black, red, or blue, you have 1 hour to live and must immediately go to the emergency. If you begin taking the talked about prescription and feel any of the above, you are suffering from make the doctor from overseas a lot of money syndrome, and you must stop taking the prescription immediately. I, and I alone, with my astute team of professionals, have discovered the cure to making the side effects from this drug go into retraction. By taking what will become as the miracle pill, you will be cured. Just dial 1-800-YOU-WILL-BE-CURED to receive your yearly supply in order to stay alive and fix the original problem you had in the first place. Bravo. Are there any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. How did you do it so much better, so unprepared, and you just jumped on it? I think that's how you did it better. I don't think you had time to think. So let's go back to group view real quick. Big round of applause for Holden. I put him on the spot. He was just going to come sing happy birthday, but I wanted to throw him a little curveball. So Holden, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel I hope I did better. I feel not uncertain, but I feel like last time I think I got carried away. I think I got carried away from the truth of the script and played it more for laughs. I felt like this time I definitely feel more of the truth in it, but what could be very good that I'm kind of feeling right now is not just the truth, but it felt real. It felt not just real and natural, but it felt like I don't know how to describe it. It's probably something completely normal, but my brain just isn't working right now.
Well, I got to tell you, you do have a problem usually overthinking things. And this time you didn't have time. And I did that on purpose. You didn't have time to overthink it. You just went. And that's your gift. You have a gift of just going in and just going for it. So yeah, maybe you stumbled on a word or two and that you'd work out once you have it memorized. But as far as like bringing a character to what you named that one piece and slipping in the word death and just kind of being kind of like a commercial sponsor voiceover guy, you nailed it. You really nailed it. I would bring you back for a callback for sure. And then see what you do once you have it memorized. So with that being, yes.
Oh, one question, if you don't mind. Yeah, it came back to me. I played it like it was, I played it not seriously, but authentically. I played it like it was a drama and let, I think you said this last week as well, I let the comedy from the script, from the writing come out.
Right. Yes.
So
you played it like an announcer, like in a voiceover would do for a real commercial. And you let the writer write the jokes, not the actor tell the jokes. So very good. I was really impressed. And thank you for playing along. We're going to go to Adrian, who saw it last week. Any comments, Adrian Carr?
So much better, Holden. And you're right. You know, there was a lot more truth and honesty to the performance and letting the words play the comedy. And the moments where you broke away were really cool as well. That moment where you do break away, I really felt like you were questioning what it was that you were asking about. The way I believe that could have been funnier is if the overall piece was 3 times faster. And that only comes from not knowing the material that well and being thrown in a curveball like Tony just did. I think that's the only thing that it would be interesting to actually not even look at the computer screen. Don't play it as an on-camera piece, but as a voiceover piece, like Ella would do if she was just where you can actually really you can read it and rapid fire the dialogue. Like I think I said like a Robin Williams type rat-a-tat-tat, where you don't get a chance to put a breath in. I mean, you're taking pauses and breaths while you get, but it did, if I was to cut all the breaths out and just make it, there was a monotone quality to it that would give it that. And if you could do that type of rapid, nearly no breath whatsoever, so that when you do break, it's like you've suddenly gone, whoa, what's that? And then back into it. And that's where I believe it would have a lot more impact. But I think you're right you're heading in the right path. Pardon me. And if you're game to do it one more time next week or the week after, holidays, but to really nail that pace, then I think you really have something.
All righty, I'll try and surprise.
You're capable of it.
I'll try and surprise everybody come next week.
No try. You will.
I'll surprise. Yeah, I will. Yeah. I will surprise everybody next week. You'll be surprised.
Well done.
I love it. So, Kevin, this is the first time you've seen this. Do you have any comments on what you witnessed? Getting this mic on. So those of you that are just tuning in for the first time watching our links, Adrian Carr is a director, editor, and an actor, a very good actor, I might say. He was one of my coaches in on-camera classes back at the Van Mar Academy of Motion Picture and Television Acting with Ivan Markota. and I really respect him. So I'm glad he's here every week, giving you guys some hints, clues, and tips in the business. So that was Adrian Carr. Now we're going to Kevin Gallagher, who you just saw is an actor, and I went to school with him as well. So Kevin, any thoughts on what you witnessed?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Just a couple of things. One of them is, I know you want to deliver everything pretty, but you're doing it just a smidge fast, and it's hard for me to take it in. So if you can slow that down a bit, that's good. But the other thing is, and it was touched on earlier, is I heard a thing. This was Michael Jackson talking about dancing, but I think it applies to acting as well. And he says the worst thing you can do as a dancer, and I think as an actor, is to think. Do your scene. Just do it. Feel it, you know, and don't think about what you're doing. Because the minute I start thinking about what I'm doing, oh, I'm up here acting, that's when I start to mess up.
Right. So this is a good lesson for you, Holden, that you're going to get a bunch of different perspectives, right? So who you work with as a director, who you work with in your business, you have to take their lead. So let's say you're on Adrian's set, you would need to give Adrian his request. If you were on Kevin's set, you need to give Kevin his request. So the challenge as an actor is to find the truth in the piece and what you believe the piece is, and then you earn the part in the audition. And then based on that, we're going to get perspective from Kevin and now from Adrian, his thoughts on what would he do if, say, Kevin was the producer and Adrian was the director. So this is a good lesson for you guys. Adrian Carr.
I got you.
Taking what Kevin just said, this is the first time he's heard it. And the clarity of the words, that is the trick. If you do the Robin Williams type fast patter, you still have to make every word clean.
Exactly.
So even if it's rapid, we don't need to hear, we don't have to absorb every word. We just know that you're spilling out a whole spew of conditions, but we have to hear them all. Whether we retain them or not is not important.
Well, so that's a very good, valid point. So Kevin needed to clearly hear you. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Yeah. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So you might just work on the diction, and that might make them both happy.
Like enunciate.
Right.
I understand.
At a high speed.
Right. Yeah. So there you go. Yes, Kevin. This is a great discussion. I love this, guys.
How about this one? Go red leather, yellow leather over and over again. Red leather, yellow leather. Try that one. Try that one right now.
I'll do
red
it right
leather,
now.
Yellow
Yeah.
leather. Right.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
I'm trying to go faster. That's where you get the muscle.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Faster.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather,
now
yellow
just push
leather.
with your tongue. This is where you work out. So push hard right when you feel yourself getting tongue-tied. Then that's where you have to push harder. It's a muscle.
Okay. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
I love it. So
that's pretty good.
The one I like the best is Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, because when you get rolling, it actually starts to like Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, and you hear the try Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper.
Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, 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 Rubber Baby.
You start feeling it. You start feeling the vibe, and once you feel, you stop thinking and you allow. That's when an actor knows they're at peace and relaxed and warmed up. Then you do your piece. Okay. I know Ella wants to do a vocal warm-up right now on her birthday. What do you want to do, Ella? We're going to go around the room, guys, and do a vocal warm-up since it's such a small class.
I am going to do how much wood could a woodchuck chuck. Okay.
Over enunciate, so it's very clear. Be very clear.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck would? A woodchuck would chuck all the wood if woodchuck could chuck wood.
I love it. Kendall, do you want to do a vocal warm-up? And Ethan, and then Kelsey, you can keep your camera off since you're preparing, but I do want you to do a vocal warm-up for us. So Ethan, do a vocal warm-up.
Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper.
So push harder with your B's. Push really hard like you're working out.
Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper.
Nice. And Kendall, what do you got? Good job.
Okay. Oh, I haven't done it in so long. Okay. Betty Butter bought some butter. She put it in her batter, and it made her batter bitter. So Betty Butter bought some more butter. She put it in her batter, and it made her batter better.
I love it. And Kelsey, wrap it up.
The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled blood.
Okay, can you do a little faster? I love how you were enunciating. Now, can you do it faster?
The big black bug bit the... I'm like trying to remember this. Trying to remember at the same time. The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled blood. Okay,
very good. All right, round of applause. That was a vocal warm-up. We're just showing our guests and our audience that may be watching how we warm up before the show usually, but we just have to do it in front of you guys. Okay, with that being said, Holden, do you feel like you have something to work on for this week?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're happy you're here. If you need to jump off, feel free to do so. Tell your brother and family I said hi, and we hope to see you on stage or in the movies very soon.
All righty.
He's out there networking. All right, bye, Holden.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so with that being said, who wants to go first? Ella, the birthday girl, or you want to go last? It's your choice.
I can go first. That's fine.
Okay, so as Kelsey, are you ready to go with?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever Kelsey is.
Yeah, no, I'm ready. Oh my God, that scared the fire out of me.
I hope you.
No, I'm ready. It was a book to relax. I'm really glad that I held my tongue there. I was very close to saying something else, but I'm good.
Yeah, sometimes we have to upload the show as not PG. Today we get to keep it PG. So.
It's on fire! Yay!
Okay, so this is a G show. We're doing a little piece from Disney, and Ella, you're playing who?
I am playing Rapunzel.
And Kelsey, who are you playing?
Mother Gothel.
Yes, if you guys know anything about Disney, we have a villain and we have a princess. Let's, Kendall, let's give them the stage. Everyone mute your mics and going to be their first pass. Go ahead and mute, Kevin, mute. Everyone mute.
Hi, welcome home, Mother.
Oh, Rapunzel, how you managed to do that every single time without fail. Oh, it looks absolutely exhausting, dear.
Oh, it's nothing.
Then I don't know why it takes so long. Oh, I'm just teasing, darling.
All right. So, as you know, Mother, tomorrow's a very big day.
You know what I see? Rapunzel, look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing, darling. Stop taking everything so seriously. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I have a big surprise for you.
I do too.
Oh, I bet my surprise is bigger.
I seriously doubt it.
I brought back parsnips. I'm going to make hazelnut soup. Your favorite surprise.
Well, Mother, there's something I want to tell you.
Oh, Rapunzel, you know I hate leaving you after a fight, especially when I've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Okay, well, I've been thinking a lot about what you said earlier.
I hope you're not still talking about the stars.
Floating lights, and yes, I'm leading up to that.
I really thought we dropped the issue, sweetheart.
No, Mother, I'm just saying, you think I'm not strong enough to handle myself out there.
Darling, I know you're not strong enough to handle yourself out there.
But if you just... Oh, come
Rapunzel?
on, trust me.
Rapunzel.
Come on.
Rapunzel, enough with the lights already, Rapunzel. You are not leaving this tower, ever.
All I was going to say, Mother, is that know what I want for my birthday now.
Yeah, and what is that?
New paints. The ones made from white shells he once brought me.
Well, that is a very long trip, Rapunzel. Almost 3 days' time.
I just thought it would be a better idea than the stars.
You sure you'll be all right here on your own?
I know that I'm safe as long as I'm here. And that's the scene.
Okay. Remember, never cut yourself. Let the director cut you. Remember last week how we went on and on about cutting yourself with Mila?
Sorry.
Don't ever cut yourself. Let the director do it. So you guys learn from other actors. I'm going to make a couple notes really quick. You guys look like you're playing a tennis match. What I mean by that is you're waiting for each other to say their lines, and then when you're done with your lines, you guys think you're not on camera, and then it's you guys quit acting. You need to make it so you're always acting even when you're not speaking. Like stay in character. It looks like you guys are breaking character when you're done with your line. So I want you to do it one more time. And Kelsey, when you get to the part where you yell at her, I want you to get in like this. I want you.
It's just a little bit harder because I'm on my phone, but I'm
But just
trying.
pull your phone to your face. I want it to be weird and awkward. Like, you are not going to yell at me. I want it to be weird. Like that just was.
Yeah. I don't know why. I was like laughing so hard. I don't know if you saw my face, but that's like my face of struggling of trying not to laugh. I don't know why I was trying to laugh.
You just got to commit to your character's intention, right? So what does your character want? And I love the business with brushing your hair.
She wants to see the floating lights.
But you guys, somebody's microphone's too loud because it's feeding back in the other person. So you have to turn your volume down when you're performing. Otherwise you get feedback. So
oh, okay.
Make sure you guys don't drop your character when you're done with your lines. The biggest thing we look for in casting is when you're not speaking, are you still in character? Because new actors don't. They break their character after they're done with their line. And it's like, that's a telltale sign that you're new. So always stay in character. Like, you know, I did 6 months of background acting 25 years ago, and I learned the best thing I could ever learn. I stayed in character as a background actor, and I got featured all the time because I was in character. I had no lines, but I came up with a character and subtext and all the stuff in my head. And eventually they saw me and they gave me lines, and then it gave me parts and then scenes and day players. And then I got, you know, was a star and blah, blah, blah. But you got to commit to when you're not talking, you're still in the character's choices. Okay. So with that being said, utilize your space, guys. We're all trapped in these little Zoom boxes. We're all trapped. So use them, use your space. So I know Kelsey's going to do this. I need response when she's talking to you, Ella. I need you to get like, she's hurting your feelings, or she's scaring you, or she's mean, or whatever that is. We all know the Disney princesses get beat up a lot. So allow us to feel your pain, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to the top. Let's take a couple notes from Adrian and Kevin. Adrian, any comments?
You pretty much hit it on the head. Listen. That's all I can say, Ella. That will help you to really listen.
Mm-hmm.
Really listen to what Kelsey is saying.
Thank you.
That will help keep you in character, so you don't sort of tend to drop out waiting for the next line to come up or read the next line. Okay.
Kevin, any comments really quick, and then we'll go and see this next pass.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I loved it. The comedy got through. I was laughing, and so there was that part. But the other comments you made do apply. Get more. I'd say, you know, be mostly involved with your character's wants and desires and what they're looking for, less than thinking about I'm acting. You know. That's really the name of the game, I think. You know.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys got some notes. Kelsey, I love your makeup. I love your character's wardrobe. I love your choices. I really think you're doing a great job with this. Just one notch more and bring it up. Like exaggerate the comedy, not the comedy, exaggerate the character's choices one notch. And I think you're going to nail this, okay? And play with the camera, because we know you're on a cell phone because it's moving. So maybe you're talking to Rapunzel who's trying to get out, and maybe, you know, we know you're on a camera, so use it.
Yeah,
right?
I looked up a picture of Mother Gothel and I tried to copy her makeup because I know how you feel about makeup, but I was playing a character. So.
No. It's great. For this scene, what you did is spectacular. I'm very happy with it.
All right.
But use your camera, zoom in and out, make it really weird because it's a
comedy. Yeah, I found a spot for my phone and it finally stayed up, so hopefully that'll work.
Cool, but I want you to use the zoom in of yourself. I want you to take advantage of the zooms.
Okay.
Okay, and then Ella, I really want you to commit to combing your hair because that's what relaxes you. She's so mean, and you're emotionally upset, but combing your hair relaxes you. Okay. All right, let's all mute and let's go back to our stage view. This one more take two.
Hi, welcome home, Mother.
Oh, Rapunzel, how you managed to do that every single day without fail. Oh, it looks absolutely exhausting, darling.
Oh, it's nothing.
Then I don't know why it takes so long. Oh, I'm just teasing, darling.
All right. So, as you know, Mother, tomorrow is a very big day.
Rapunzel, look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, beautiful, confident young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. Oh, I'm just teasing, darling. Stop taking everything so seriously. Rapunzel, let down your hair. I have a big surprise for you.
I do too.
Oh, I bet my surprise is bigger.
I seriously doubt it.
I brought back parsnips. I'm going to make hazelnut soup your favorite surprise.
Well, Mother, there's something I want to tell you.
Oh, Rapunzel, you know I hate leaving you after a fight. Oh, especially when I've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Okay, well, I've been thinking a lot about what you said earlier.
I've done absolutely nothing wrong, Rapunzel. I've told you this.
Well, I really want to see the floating lights.
I hope you're not still talking about the stars.
Again, they are floating lights, and...
Because I really thought we dropped the issue, sweetheart.
But if you just...
Rapunzel, we're done talking about this.
On!
Enough with the lights already, Rapunzel! You are not leaving this tower, ever! Great. Now I'm the bad guy.
All I was going to say, Mother, is I know what I want for my birthday now.
And what is that?
The new paint you once brought me, the one from White Shells.
Well, that is a very long trip, Rapunzel. Almost 3 days' time.
I just thought it would be a better idea than the stars.
You're sure you'll be all right here on your own?
I know I'm safe as long as I'm here.
All right, guys, big round of applause. The only thing I would say on this pass is you need to get your lines. Comedy's always line and line and line and line and line. You guys have way too much dead air between each.
Yeah, the computer glitching out. Like every single person who talks, I hear like 3 words and then I lose 2 words.
Yeah, yeah. It might be the internet, but we'll just work on your timing. But everything else, in my opinion, we'll hear what our guests have to say.
Yeah, this is a very, very cold read. We got it yesterday. So.
Right, but you guys, I really think it's going to be fun to watch when we come back next week for our bigger class. I really think it's going to be a lot of fun. I love the character. Ella, I think we need to get you something like a robe or something that gives you a character, not that it's Ella, that you become your character, Rapunzel.
Yeah, I wore this to dinner and I forgot to change.
Okay.
So
It's okay. Next week, this is a dress rehearsal, okay? But I would bring a character. She's got a character. I'd bring a character for you as well, okay? You guys kind of match the set deck and the art and the wardrobe, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see what Kevin has to say, and then we'll go to Adrian.
I loved it. I really loved it. It's way better than the first one, and I think by the time you get this mastered, you're really going to have a great scene there. So good going.
Yeah, I agree too. Thank you, Kevin. Adrian, comments?
Yeah, I second Kevin and you, Tony. The difference was like chalk and cheese. It really was. The two little moments, Ella, that I sort of picked up on, and I don't know if you felt it, but it was a moment where Kelsey, I think it's when you lean in close and have a go at her about arguing or you're not going to do something. And
yeah, that was the moment where like my character snaps. She has this like motherly figure that she like acts, and she goes into that character, and then she snaps, and that's when you see the villain, and it's kind of terrifying.
What did she say at that point?
Oh, she said, "Enough with the lights already, Rapunzel. You are not leaving this tower ever."
Right. Ella, when you check the playback, I think you'll see that you were smiling. And
Wait, can you please repeat that? I didn't hear. The thing is glitching out.
Okay, when you watch the playback, around that same point, it was just a moment where it looked like you were going to break into laughter. And she's giving you a really heavy moment there that you could actually take and do some inner monologue with that. And the other, when you say you have a better idea, you have an opportunity there to put a little bit more light and shade in there. So just prior to coming up with the better idea, that would be those two areas, the points that I was sort of picking up on. Otherwise, I thought it was terrific. I can't wait to see it done. Yeah. Where, like Tony says, right on each other's lines, and it should be a knockout little scene for you guys.
Yeah, really. Me too. Excited until like next week and the week after that. Or is there going to be a lesson the week after that? Because that's Thanksgiving.
We'll play it by ear because I know Thanksgiving's coming. So
okay. Well, I'm excited for further lessons because I think we'll be a lot better.
Yeah, I think so. And we need to get you. It's your internet, Ellen. We need to get your internet stronger. So wherever you're at, you're in a bad zone. Something's going on. But
yeah, I agree. The internet's been glitching out the whole entire day.
No worries. Well, we're happy you're here on your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday, honey.
So, Kelsey, thank you for doing that with her. I really love your choices, Kelsey. I really see leaps and bounds in everything you've done leading to this moment. I think you're going to be really proud when you watch the playback. And then when you do it again next week, you're going to be even more proud of what you're getting. You're a character actress. No question you're an actor and you can be a leading actress. But when you do characters, Kelsey, it's just leaps and bounds in what we're watching. So I wouldn't shy away from character work. I think you're
yeah, I mean, I personally like I said, I love characters. Characters are a lot of fun because you'll never really meet a person like that in real life. And if you do, that's great, but like you never really meet them in real life, so it's a lot of fun to dive into that character because you got to
play with costumes and makeup and wardrobe and voices and personality and all that stuff inside of you gets to come out. You barely touched the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's so much of the iceberg that has not been discovered yet that I think you're going to be amazed at where we're going to go with you as a character actress.
Yeah, I'm just crazy, so I just let the crazy out and it works.
Well, keep stretching. I'm really impressed with what you did, and I just saw a big light of what your future is looking like. I just got a big sign that you've got a really bright future going down this path. So we went out, you and I, and we took some photos with your mom, and we got some really cool photos. You're going to show some of those to us next week, maybe? Will you share some of those photos?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah. We've been doing some character work with her. So just to keep you guys in suspense, come back next week. We've got some really cool shots of Kelsey in a character, and I think we're gonna be able to showcase her in many different lights, many different yin to the yangs, the Thalila and the Melpomene, if you guys know what that is. And those are the happy and the smiling and the sad faces of theater. So.
Yeah, I know what they look like in text, but if I tried to say it, my mouth would butcher it. So I'm just sort of like, the happy and sad faces.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's our theater background. All right, big round of applause for these two actors. Very, very good job. So Ella, I know you probably have to jump off for your birthday, plus you're 3 hours ahead. So Ella, happy birthday to you. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Bye, Ella.
Thank you. Bye.
So we're down to our final performers, and then we're going to show a couple links of a review of what we've done over the past year with BSA-LIVE. So we've got our stage director / actress, method actress, Kendall, and we've got Ethan, who we've been trying to get those two together to rehearse, and they're both very busy people. I know Ethan's very busy. So they didn't have a chance to really rehearse, but I still believe that you have enough cold reading skills that you can actually bring some of those cold reading skills to life and bring this character to life. What do you think, Ethan? You feel confident?
Yeah. Awesome, yeah.
Okay, so this is like an audition. This is the first pass. We've called you in based on your headshot, and now we want you to audition this piece for us. This is something from Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid, if I'm correct. Originally written for a son and a mother, adapted to be an older sister and a brother. Okay, so Kendall and Ethan, let's have everyone mute your mics and let's head over to the main stage.
Stupid bike! I hate this stupid bike!
Daniel, what is your problem? Okay, why did you just throw your bike away?
Because I felt like it.
Okay, well, look at me when I'm talking to you, okay? Oh my gosh,
Stop.
what happened?
Stop.
Can you tell me what happened to you? And don't tell me about another bike accident because I am tired of those.
Well, what do you want me to say, Emma?
I want to hear the truth.
No, Emma, you don't want to hear the truth. You want me to say how happy and how great it is out here. It might be great for you, but for me, it sucks out here.
Okay, listen.
I just want to go home.
I can't help you if you don't tell me exactly what is going on, okay? If you want me to hear you out and completely listen to you and figure out what's going on, you need to tell me.
I have to take karate.
Daniel, you took karate.
No, Emma, not at the Y. At a good school.
Fighting doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, well, neither do palm trees.
Okay, hey, that's not fair.
Yeah, well, it's not fair for Mom to move us out here without asking us about it. That was real fair, wasn't it?
You're right, okay? She shouldn't have brought us out here without asking us. I don't know, it wasn't cool, but we have to make the best out of it. And we have to learn to love it no matter what, because this is where we live and we've got to deal with it.
I just want to go home. I don't understand the rules here, and I want to go home.
Hey, well, why don't we go inside and we can figure out the rules together? How's that sound?
Good.
Okay.
All right, big round of applause. Very good cold read. Couple little trips on Ethan a little bit. You know, you stumbled on your tongue a little bit, but that's okay. How do you feel? You look happy. How do you feel?
I feel good, even though I didn't really practice my mouthing or like my words.
Yeah, you didn't do the work, but you know what? As far as your cold reading, you committed. I mean, I'm really happy from what I saw when you first came to our stage to where you've grown to. I mean, the growth is headed in the right direction. I'm very happy. Adrian, what do you think?
Okay, let me just get Kendall out of the way first. Terrific.
Thank you.
I could feel, the care that you wanted to help your brother. So that played really well. And Ethan was able to capitalize on some of those moments. And I think if Ethan is stronger next time, it will even help you go even further. So that said, great job. Ethan, first off, great look. What you've got there with the lighting, you've nearly got the Rembrandt triangle going on your cheek and all that. The uncluttered background is so much better because we can actually focus on you.
Yeah.
If you could get the computer closer to you or phone, just move into it for a second. Just move closer to it. Okay, you see your size in the shot now?
Mm-hmm.
That's much better for this type of interplay between you and Kendall.
Yeah.
Okay, it just keeps the size balanced. That's technical stuff out of the way. Because you do have a leading man look with what you're doing now, your presentation, your hair, and your demeanor, whether it's confidence or whatever you want to call it. There is something now that is that's living up to your headshot. It's lack of nerves, lack of fear. You're starting to really emerge through, and that charisma is coming across. And when you throw the bike away, have you been injured?
Yeah, I fell on my knee once after I fell off a scooter. So.
Right. Okay, so you want to hide that injury. You don't want her to see it. So you could play the first part of the scene, not actually looking at her.
Yeah.
And when she says, "Look at me," then reluctantly you have to turn and face her. That'll just give you a little bit more dynamism. You're hiding this little secret, and that will help when you have to reveal it, what you're really feeling, the pain that you're feeling of being out here unfairly, the injustice of it. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is to take karate lessons from a real school. So you think. And there was a little bit of what we had before with the whining. The second half of the scene, it worked for that.
Yeah.
You can actually use it. But the first part leading up to it, when you're combative, it's when you talk about the unfairness of it, that's when you can go into your habitual, habit that you have of whining because of the voice. But use your lower register for the first half of the scene. And that will really help you, so that when you start to complain about not being out here unfairly without being asked, and she's like feeling sympathy for you then to help you overcome that. And at the very end, when she says, "Let's go inside and we can talk about it," this is your moment to put a button on the scene, to give it an ending. And it's that a little bit of self-love. I mean, she's going to help you, and you could smile a little bit even though it's like not full-on heartfelt, but there is that little glimmer of something could come out of this, some good could come out of this talk that you're going to have. So just to give it a little emphasis at the end, and it could be, just a subtle smile at, "Okay, sis, let's go inside and talk about it." Okay, but otherwise, I think the scene's really worth pursuing. It'll be a good scene for the two of you to have. And good choice to make it the brother-sister.
Love it. Good job. Good job, Kendall. Good job, Ethan. Kevin, any final thoughts?
I was away for pretty much all of this, so
yeah, they did really good. Okay, so Ethan, I'm really proud of you. You got to rehearse though. And when you don't rehearse, it shows, and when you do, it shows. So you're a type of actor that take advantage of the time you get with other actors, and you'll see leaps and bounds in your career. Okay, so find time that Kendall can rehearse with you the next week, and I look forward to seeing the growth that you guys have when it's memorized. Okay. All right, so we're going to let you jump off, Ethan. We're going to keep Kendall on, and it's going to be the 3 coaches and our stage director. We're going to do a little recap on the last year and what BSA Live has witnessed, and then we'll be back next week with a whole new group of kids, performances, and a new show. Okay? So, Ethan, thank you so much. Big round of applause for Ethan and Kendall. Good job, guys. And tell your mom I said hi and your sister, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. All right, guys. It's the big boys. This is BSA Live. It has mutated many, many, many times over the last, I don't know, since COVID started. Adrian's been with us from the very get-go, every single show. And Kevin started with us and went out for a while, and now he's back. And then Kendall, she's now our stage director, and she's witnessed all the shows. So let's start with Kendall really quick. What's your experience been over the past COVID year? I call it a COVID year, like a light year. What's much slower, by the way? What is your experience of BSA Live so far for any new viewers that may be watching this in the archives on YouTube?
So when the pandemic first hit, everything just kind of stopped, and I really didn't know what was going on with my career at the time. And I was just really starting to work on my craft, and my acting classes stopped. And then through a friend, I got a hold of teacher Tony, and I took a couple privates, and then he invited me into the group class. And ever since that Wednesday, my acting career has completely changed. Tony is absolutely amazing, and my craft has grown so much, and I'm so, so incredibly thankful to have met him.
Thank you. Well, that was very kind. That wasn't what I was looking for, but thank you. I'll accept it. I have watched you grow, and we'll hear these other coaches and guests explain what they've witnessed as well. But you are by far a breakout in the people I've seen on the stage. You are spectacular. I see a bright future for you. I see you as a method actress. I see you're very serious about your craft. So anybody watching this really needs to take you serious as far as management. As an agent, you're now a free agent, which is good news. That any agents looking, she's available. And I know she has a manager, but as far as an agent, she's available. So I just want to really showcase you for all the kind work you've done for us, but the hard work that you've done for yourself as an actress. You put in hours and hours and hours, and it shows on this stage. So with that being said, I'm going to go to Adrian Carr. Let's talk about Kendall, and let's just talk about BSA from what you've experienced from day one. Adrian Carr.
Okay, let's do Kendall first. Any agent would be lucky to have you. Seriously. And if anyone out there is listening, you only have to look back at a few of the recent classes, and you'll see the work that she's been delivering time and time again is stellar. And I can't wait to actually work with her on a scene in a real situation. But watching the growth, it's been nearly 4 months I've been doing this, something like that.
Maybe even longer, but yeah.
And watching these kids, not knowing any of them, and just meeting them for the first time through the BSA, I try to avoid talking about acting. I try to talk more as a director to these actors. Because that's a difference between what Tony teaches and what I would ask for from an actor on a set. So I tend to critique more from a director's point of view. But what I've seen with Kendall, following Tony's notes and any of the guests, speakers' notes, you take them and you make them your own. And the proof is in each reading that you give. And your look today is leading actress.
Mm-hmm.
the pink hair and the other times that you've had other events to do. But this is seeing Kendall, the actress, the thespian. And I just think you have that it factor. Ella has it, a couple of the others do, but the level and the depth that you go to in your work, you take it right in, because we can see through your eyes. The eyes are the mirror to the soul, and your soul is deep for such a young age. And I can't wait to actually do some real work with you. The school, what Tony's achieved with the COVID restrictions on people, and this technology of Zoom, we've seen the pitfalls for it. We've seen the pros and the cons, and the pros far outweigh the cons. So the fact that this exists is so worthwhile, to keep actors in training. A friend of mine, I think one of the acting schools that she belongs to, Ivana Chubbuck, they've just started going back to classes, but they have a whole rigid regimen of masks, social distancing. Classes are a restricted size. So it's starting to, the industry is starting to come out of it, and hopefully, touch wood, that with, even with the new increase of COVID cases, that responsible teaching will allow people to go back to real classes and sticking to that. But until then, what BSA provides is actors would just give up. They would wither away if they don't have a class to go to. And this gives them that opportunity to keep their craft alive. And I watch it as a director each week, because I look for talent. I hear Tony talk. I hear the guests talk as agents, managers, directors, actors, writers. And I absorb a lot of that information. So me personally, I get a lot out of it as well, that I can then take to my next project. So anyone out there who's watching this, seriously, if you want to practice your craft and get some really strong feedback and work on your craft, hit Tony up.
And hit Adrian up if you need a great director. So I will give back. Adrian, very kind. Again, I wasn't looking for that, but I am so honored to hear those words. And I respect you as a director, editor, actor very, very much. And I really appreciate those kind words. And Kendall, ditto, just amazing work that you're doing each week, and you top yourself each week. So very excited to look forward to your future and watching you just blow up as a method actress. So she's 15 years old. I mean, she's so young. I didn't even start till I was 29. You got about 14 more years before you even have to really start. Kevin, you saw us in the beginning, and you've seen us now. It's obviously a much smaller class. The holidays are coming. But what have you witnessed in the time span that you've been gone?
Well, I was just thinking when I was, 12, 13, 14, I took an acting class at some community center or something. And I was pretty much the only guy who really got into it. I played this kind of a snidely whiplash villain type guy with the top hat and the, tied the girl up on the railroad tracks kind of a thing, and I really got into it. And everyone else was just like, let's see. No, you can't do that, Snidely. And I'm like, oh, yes, I can. So, anyway, I really wish I would have had something like this when I was that age. And the other thing is, what's really cool, besides you and both you and Adrian have been to the class I was going to downtown. And I get a lot more out of this class than I got out of that class. And I don't have to drive across town and spend hours of the time, you know, getting over the traffic coming over, you know, because that's usually, I'm really upset.
Yeah.
It takes an hour to go 10 miles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so that just gets me all fired up, and I can't really act well for about the first hour or so. This, you're ready to go right away.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, individuals can get on the Messenger app and do a one-on-one and just run lines.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So there's things you know, I'm just finding different ways to do things during this period. And honestly, I didn't go out that much before all this anyway. So it's not that much different for me.
Well, we look forward, Kevin, looking forward to seeing some of your work next week on stage. So make sure you bring us some. Okay. So we're glad you're back. Adrian, always a pleasure to have you as one of our industry celebrities and experienced director, producers, editors. So always love to hear your wise words. And Kendall, I guess you're going to work with Ethan next week, but why don't you also, you're more than welcome to do a monologue today, or you can do one next week. It's your call.
I'll do a monologue next week.
Okay, that's what I thought. So she's got a wonderful monologue that she's working on, and I really enjoy it. She takes my private classes, and so we do a lot of great work and a lot of discovery. We had big breakthroughs this week with her, and you're going to see some wonderful stuff next week if you guys come back. So with that being said, we've had a wonderful 4, 6, 8, whatever COVID's been. I call it a COVID year because we don't even know what day of the week it is. If it's not Wednesday because it's BSA, it's the only way I know what day of the week it is. That's why I always say, well, it must be Wednesday. So that's why I do the show that way. But with that being said, I'm very proud of you guys. So we are going to wrap the show up right about what I've been trying to do, 1 hour. That's been the goal, and I think we finally did it at the very end of the season. So we'll play. Kendall made a nice little ending for us. Neela made the opening, and I encourage the students to learn how to direct, write, edit, act, do everything, because then nobody can tell you the path of your career. You got to make your own career choices. So I encourage you guys always to be producing and creating. Okay. With that being said, thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Teacher Tony. This was BSA Live. Take it away, Kendall.
Hey guys, it's Kendall. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please make sure you check out our BSA channel and like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.